Is this thing on? I think it is. I am sitting here rolling, watching the news. The lawn guys out there, oh well, we're still gonna roll. Watching the news, and this woman, Misty Robertson, poor woman, she makes a comment on Facebook and she loses her job 7 months ago. She still doesn't have a job. I see people all the time talking about my Facebook page, my YouTube channel, my this, my Twitter account. Do you understand? None of that shit's really yours. You are just given the privilege to use it because it's a reciprocal relationship. They need members. You get to use the service. But it's not yours. And even if it was yours, and this is the thing that I'm doing this video, there are these laws out there that people are actually going to their assemblies, their council people, and putting laws on the book to prevent employers from asking for your password of your Facebook account. And I'm sitting there because understand, I have not been in that arena for a very long time. I have my own company and I don't really see any reason, and maybe it's misguided, but I wouldn't ask anyone that I'm hiring to look at their Facebook page because I don't care. I just don't care. When you're off and you're not working with me, what you do is what you do. I don't care. But corporate America, larger entities, they have an interest in their image. And understand, this is the thing, the thing that I do, I cuss. I say the word fuck and I say, motherfucker and stuff like that. So this is a very raw channel. So actually, my personality in the way that, when I had employees, I let people be people. I let grown men be grown men and grown women be grown women. The thing is, if you came in and did what you needed to do, I didn't care. But see, I run a different kind of operation. And since I have the audacity to come on YouTube and actually say stuff like fuck you to people that can kiss my ass, it's a different ball game. But this is rare. And I'm doing this video to let you know the privilege, the power of building your own shit. Because I'm sitting there and I'm listening to these stories and I'm just like shaking my head. This woman said something and it was a little terse, but it wasn't derogatory. She told the truth. She lost her job. She's been unemployed for 7 months because of something that was on Facebook. And this is something I did know. Anything that you do while at work on their computers, they can monitor that shit. When you sign those employee papers, it's in there. Anything you do, you're monitored, you're signing away. So you are boo-boo the fool to be acting a fool at work on Facebook. You are stupid as fuck because the consequences are becoming more and more dire. Information is king. Gordon Gekko said it in the movie Wall Street. The most important commodity out there is information. It's the most valuable thing on the planet is information. And you're putting a lot of information on Facebook, Twitter, and these other social media sites. Now, this is the reason I'm really doing this. I'm like, you have got to get it in your head that this is the Matrix. The movie is a great parallel. There's 2 movies in the Matrix and there's a movie in the book, 1984. Those books, that movie, those movies in that book are endemic of what's happening right now. We have Big Brother, we have the Matrix, and there are people who are so comfortable that they will give up their liberties, their freedoms for comfort, and then when the Matrix or Big Brother snatches that shit away, oh, hell breaks loose, when really you were never comfortable to begin with. You were never ever safe. Now, with this thing with Facebook and people like companies coming to you saying, hey, if you want to work for us, we want to look at your Facebook page. You got to really think about that. You really got to think about how invasive that is. It's like you are not apart from the company when you're apart from the company. And really, if you're in a certain field, you might as well not even have a Facebook page. Because honestly, if I was a teacher, I wouldn't have a Facebook page. If I was a doctor, I wouldn't have a Facebook page. If I did, I wouldn't say shit on there. Nothing. And this is the thing about getting your password. They can go into your private messages. I get all kinds of crazy shit in my private messages from people I don't know that can reflect very poorly on me because I'm looking like, who are you? What the hell? But if you are not firmly convinced that you need to get your own universe, I call my world the G-verse. That's my thing. It's the G-verse. It's my stake here on the planet. Because unless you have your own economy, your own G-verse, your own whatever U-verse, it's about to get shaky. Because I'm sitting here watching the news that if you can say something as benign as what that woman said and lose your livelihood, imagine if you said something crazy. And then it went on, and there was an internet security specialist, and there was a labor lawyer, and they was like, yeah, there's certain things you can say. Let me just cut to the quick. Let's get down to the marrow of the bone. He who has power makes the rules. The golden rule is not do unto others. No, the golden rule is he who has the gold makes the rules. The victor writes history, not necessarily what went down. The victor gets to write history. So unless you put yourself in the position of power, you can be abused. Easily so, and it's just going to grow. It's just going to grow because I'm sitting here on the floor watching TV, taking a little break because I'm working on stuff today, and I'm just sitting there like, I am blown away. Losing your job for something on Twitter or Facebook. And part of that is people feel entitled to their job. And I said this in the video before. When a corporation hires you, it's a reciprocal relationship. You give them time, they give you money. It is not your job. It is the job of that corporation because at any point they can fire you. Okay? I own my job. Conundrum Medium. I own it's my fucking job. I built this shit. I own it. It's my job. I actually own it. I'm investing in it. And no one can just say, Glendon, we've been thinking we're going to go in a different direction. So here's a box and go clean out your office. No one can do that shit to me. Now the customers can do that to me. They can say, you know what, Glendon, fuck you. Fuck you. I don't like your products. I don't like your service. I'm out of here. That's fair. It's happened. It's going to happen again. But I don't have one customer. Like you have one boss. I don't have two customers. I don't have three. I have several hundred customers. So one goes, two more show up. That's what happens when you build your own G-verse. When you have a business, you're going to make mistakes. You're going to do stuff. You're going to piss people off. It's just a natural part of the landscape of what happens from building a business because there's so many things that you can't account for. But if I had to go back in time and I had to do things differently, one of the first things I would have did when I left the military was work harder at starting my own business because that was what I wanted to do, but I was married at the time. She was nervous. She felt insecure. She didn't believe in me. I didn't have the skills. I didn't have enough to really make her feel comfortable about that because I didn't know what I was doing. Honestly, I didn't know what I was doing. I was just a kid out the military, and I knew I wanted to chart my own future. And the desire was there, but the experience, the intellect, the knowledge base, it wasn't there. But going back, I would read more. I would bust my ass to start a business just straight out the military. I would have went straight there because we're moving into an economy that's going to reinvert what happened when the Pilgrims came to America. When they first came here, everybody was pretty much self-employed, and you sold surplus for extra. And there was a few rich people, there was a few indentured servants, but people had to make their own way. People made their own clothing. People made their own food. People built their own furniture because they had to. And some smart individual said, hey, let's see if we could do this on a scale and we could sell it to Farmer Brown and Farmer Jones and Farmer Smith and then build this business. Because there were people who had that intellect that's like, yeah, I can do this faster and better and then I can sell to them. So I'm telling you, all of you people, because I get it on Facebook all the time, everybody's not cut out to start a business. I got a question. Is your ass cut out to eat? Is your ass cut out to have a place to stay? Is your ass cut out to have a vehicle to drive? If the answer is yes to all those questions, then your fucking ass is cut out to have your own business. Get over yourself. Become more fucking accountable for your life. Because what's about to happen in the next 10 years is going to be crazy. We're going to have people who are going to reach stunning levels of wealth. We're going to have trillionaires, not billionaires, trillionaires. And we're going to have some of the poorest people in these United States of America. They're going to be poorer than people living in the jungle. Because see, the people in the jungle can live off the land. They know what they're doing. They have an ecosystem. They know how to hunt and fend for themselves. And they have a history and a legacy of living. They'll be okay as long as industrialization doesn't destroy their habitats. But you, with your degree or two and no knowledge and no skills, you are going to be at the mercy of somebody sitting at a desk saying this to you. Well, we looked at your resume. We've checked your references. Everything looks lovely. Now, all we need to do to make the final decision is we need your password to your Facebook and Twitter account. And they're just going to look at you. And since you have not done the hard work of building your own company, you're going to write down your password on your Twitter account and your Facebook account, and you're going to pray that you deleted all the crazy shit because you knew it was coming. Now, in some states, it's against the law to ask people this. But see, this is the thing that you don't seem to understand. People are stupid when it comes to social media. There's things about me that you don't know because I don't put it out on social media, because I don't want it known. You got folks out there who are criminals filming the crime. You've got stupid ass boys raping girls and filming the crime and put it in on social media, and when they're in court, they're like, what happened? Well, boo-boo the fool, you actually raped a girl, which is heinous, and then to add even more stupidity on tragedy, you taped it and sent it to your boys. And you wonder why it got out? When you put a picture or video on the internet, it's out there forever. If you want to see Ray J fucking Kim Kardashian, it's just a few mouse clicks away. If you want to see X amount dick picture or some chick's titties, it's just a few mouse clicks away. And for those of you that like to send dick shots and pussy shots, and you think because you deleted it from your phone, guess what? Due to cloud computing, that shit's stored forever. You think because you deleted that shit off your device it's gone? No, it's not. It's out there forever. Cloud computing has enhanced the storage capabilities of every company on the planet. They can keep your data until your bones are dust. As long as the grid stays up, your information is in the matrix. A lot of folks didn't know that. What, you deleted it from your phone, you feel safe, right? Boo-boo, you ain't safe. All it takes is the right government agency with the right authority to go to that phone company and everything that you've done, everything that you sent, every text that you sent, they can get it. Just like that. So the only way that you can really be safe in this new social media is to not put your shit out there, dumbass. Don't be putting on there like, oh yeah, I sucked his dick on Facebook. That shit ain't cute. Suck his dick, make him happy, and keep that shit in your bedroom. Don't be putting that shit on Instagram and then wondering why people are looking at you sideways. Because you're doing it to yourself. No one puts a gun to your head and makes you put all this crazy shit out on social media. Now, with that said, and I have the G-verse, I still don't put shit on my Facebook page. There's a lot of shit I don't put on there because it's personal. And the only way that I know that it's going to stay personal if I don't share it in that space. Because Facebook, and I'm not going to bash Facebook. Facebook's a utility. Facebook's done a lot for me. Facebook's connected me to a lot of people. But every time Facebook makes a change or a tweak, you got to go back in and reset your security controls. Because you're putting stuff on your page, then it's on the pages of all their friends. Which sometimes is cool. Me being an internet marketer, I like that shit. It makes me horny. But when I want to keep something private, send a private message. Or, I'm really antiquated. I actually pick up the phone and like, hey, what's up? I tell people, call me. Don't text me. Call me. But you really got to think about what's happening. Because the other day I was walking and my phone went off and I got an Amber Alert. That's the first time that's ever happened. So due to the interconnectivity of all of us with Facebook, cell phones, everything that you do is being tracked. Everything. Your location, where you walked. If you remember the movie Minority Report, when he was walking in the mall and they had all this, it's already happening. Have you ever noticed that when you go on Facebook or Google and you Google a product or something, then you go to Facebook, that product is following you from website. You go to Facebook, it's there. You go to another website or you go to Amazon, it's there, right there in front of your face because of that cookie in your browser. You think this is just the beginning. This is just the beginning. We are not even close to the apex of what's coming. You're going to wake up and you turn on your phone and exactly what you need for that day is going to pop up. It's coming. Remember Star Trek? Your phone would be like the tricorder. That sucker would be bathing you, ordering lunch, giving you orgasms. Your cell phone's going to be your BFF. It probably won't even be a cell phone. It'll probably be a personal motility device or something. This is the future. And if you're not a knowledge-based person, you don't have any intellect, and you're like, I don't like to read books, you're fucking yourself. If you don't like to get knowledge, you're fucking yourself. If you're not improving your knowledge base every month, you are fucking yourself. Hard. With a brick as a dildo. It's all square. The edges aren't even rounded up. And you wonder why you wake up with that uneasy feeling. But seriously, people, with Facebook, Twitter, understand, when you put that stuff out there, it's out there forever. You can Google someone's tweets if you want to, and if you have the time, you can go through all of them because they're there in Google. Everything you do is in a server somewhere. Everything. You cannot hide. The only people that can hide are those hackers who use other people's computers as zombies or proxy servers. Those motherfuckers are hiding because they know how the internet works. But you posting on Facebook and Twitter and thinking, because it has my name and I can log in and you think you don't know what the password? Do something crazy and see if you can log into that account. Go ahead. Do something crazy. Like this stupid fool, these terrorists, these heinous people, these evil people that harmed all those folks during the Boston Marathon. Dude can't even get people like, we're not burying that fucker in our cemetery. Even in death, he's getting pissed on, which he deserves. But understand, this is big shit that's happening. So while you're sitting there jacking off on Facebook and talking about who Kim Kardashian's fucking on Facebook, and you haven't read one business book in the last decade, you haven't done anything to do another stream of income in your life, you go to work, you come home, and you party on the weekends, watch what happens in the next 10 years and you keep that shit up. Because this is my estimate, just based on the things that I see, we're going to lose about 20% of white-collar jobs in the next 10 years, if not more, due to automation and technology. Maybe 25%, they're going to be gone. Displacement, not replacement, not outsourced, displaced, gone. You're going to have corporations of 100 people doing $1 trillion. Because that's all the people they're going to need. The same corporation that reached $1 trillion that needed 150, 200, 300, or maybe 500,000 people. In the future, 100 people. Some corporations are going to have 30, 40, 50 people. And they're going to be making trillions of dollars a year because that's all they're going to need because of automation and technology. And if you don't believe me, you will feel this in your lifetime. I am amazed at what I can do here on YouTube. People come on YouTube throwing pity parties, telling me people don't like me, people disliking my videos. Bitch, you are missing the fucking point. This is one of the greatest appliances in the span of mankind. You can come on here, put some information in a digital format, and somebody in a village in Easter Booga Wooga, wherever, can be watching your ass. That, to me, is fucking amazing. I can communicate with someone in Greenland just like that through Skype. I have people in the Hustler Mindset Project in different countries. That shit blows my mind. I sit there like, dude, this dude's over here and this guy. That shit's fucking awesome. All you fuckers who are sitting around jacking off in Hangouts, you are missing a grand opportunity. A grand opportunity. But hey, that's just me speaking. I don't know shit. I'm just a guy that started a publishing company in 2009 and was able to go full-time income in 14 months. I don't know shit. There are writers who've been writing for 10, fucking 15, 20 years. They can't pull that shit off. But hey, I don't know nothing. I don't know nothing. Nothing at all. But anyway, that is the Facebook you need to guard your information rant. Because I would really feel bad for anyone that hasn't taken the time to know what the landscape itself is going through and not govern themselves accordingly. You cannot do what the fuck you want to do online. There's all these people. It ain't happening. I'll give you an example. For a long time, you had people putting together 1,000-word books, reports, really like book reports, and calling them ebooks. Amazon put out, if your book's less than 2,500 words, they're taking it off the platform. That's going to increase. It's going to probably top out around 4,000 or 5,000 words because, a short story, you may be a short, but they're going to start getting rid of that stuff. And there were people that were making killer money from that. But the reason it's coming off, like Amazon's not your platform, Facebook's not your platform, Twitter's not your platform, YouTube's not your platform. I'll say it again. I feel privileged to be here on YouTube. I understand it's a great opportunity and I try to make the most of it because this is not my channel. This is a channel that I am allowed to use. Same thing with Facebook. Just realize that. Know your role. Know where you are in this matrix. Because when you know where you are empowered to make better decisions. Much better decisions. So, just something for you to chew on, something for you to think about, because understand, and this is a cliche, these are the worst of times and these are the best of times. It just depends on if you're a producer or a consumer. Because if you're producing shit and people are buying it, these are the best of times. I am looking at a future so bright, my teeth hurt because it's so sweet. I mean, just the things that are coming, the things that you're able to do, the way that you can actually reach people without the infrastructure that used to be. I mean, I wake up every day fucking excited. This shit that's going on is awesome. You don't understand. We have just made this huge quantum leap in that a person with an ideal can sit at home and make a full-time income and not ever get in their car to go to a job. It's there. It's real. But it requires work and diligence and stop jacking off on Facebook. All right, this is Blended. Check out my Facebook page of all places. Links below. Let me look to the right. Let me look over here. Okay, it's just us. This is the deal. If you made it this far, there's an Easter egg for you. Don't post on Twitter or Facebook. There's an Easter egg in here because it's for you, for making it to the end of the video. But if you go ahead And understand, this offer expires 30 days from the date that this video was posted. But if you want my book, The Hustler Mindset, Pimping Your Mind for Success, because you made it to the end, you can get it for $15. That's the audio book. But you have to do this. You have to go to storageauctionshogun.com, hit the contact tab, and put in there, Glendon, I want the Hustler Mindset, Pimping Your Mind for Success for $15 audiobook. Send me that link, dude. And I will make it happen. Give me like 24 hours because, it's coming in email, but I'll make it happen. And remember, 30 days from the day that this video is posted, that offer is good in the G-verse. And with that, I'll see you on the good side.